Why is marketing so important for your brand? And what are some things you should not do while branding yourself?
Mm.
I'll let you set it off, DeRay.
Why is marketing so important? There's an old question in philosophy that says if a tree falls in the forest
Mm.
and no one's around, does it make a sound? And in the record industry, if you got a hit record on your home computer that nobody knows about, is it a hit record? The
Right.
idea is marketing is to get that out there into the public to capitalize on the potential revenue that could come from your creative work. That's why
Mm-hmm.
it is so important. Having a plan. And I'm not sitting there saying, you got to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like what B. Charisse just said, YouTube is your friend. Get out there and figure out, okay, how can I market myself? There's so many artists that are out there that's doing it
Mm-hmm.
that, they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram, they're making a killing because they
Yep.
done found their lane. And, to me, and I'm going to jump to the second part before I pass it off. Some of the things that you should not do while you're branding yourself, don't think that just because something worked for another artist that you see, that same thing is going to work for you.
Mm-hmm.
When I see people that do that, I'm a big fan of the movie Coming to America. I love that movie. I love the part where the prince is going to get a job and he's like, this is McDowell's. They're McDonald's. I'm McDowell's. We both have hamburgers, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, but my buns have no seeds. But he's sitting there reading the operating manual from McDonald's. Be
Right.
yourself. Find your lane. Because it
Mm-hmm.
just you know what I'm saying, just because it's working for somebody else, and that's what branding does. When you see the golden arches, you know what that brand means. When you see that swoosh, that just do it, you know what that means, right?
But hey,
You got to find your lane.
so I want to really get into, man, things that you should not do while branding yourself. And anything that you want to give in there, you gave one that's not trying to be a clone, something that's already exists. What else? What else? What else? What about you, B?
D- don't think that people aren't watching you. They may not say anything, but they are watching and taking notes. Do
Right.
not, if you're trying to brand yourself, don't be on Facebook cussing out your friends. Don't be on Facebook having all kinds of stupid parties. I mean, I've seen it all. um,
What's funny about that is that you see artists getting on complaining about how people aren't supporting them.
Mm-hmm.
And what they don't realize is that now is your brand. You
Mm-hmm.
have
right.
branded yourself as a complainer.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
To actual business people, you're now a liability because you're going to go out there and blame everybody else for everything except blaming your lack of work ethic.
Yeah.
Are you always blaming? You're a blamer. Or you're judgmental to the everybody. Man can do whatever they want to do. Is they have their own life to live, right?
Right.
You as an artist, you have to be responsible for yourself. I'm not
Hmm.
responsible. The only thing I can do is remove myself from the equation, right? I can't make another person make better decisions because I'm not responsible for the other person. But if they're walking with me, I can remove myself from that equation to make sure that there's no issue.
I mean, I think if you say something to them, I mean, I think everybody deserves that one time where you be like, look, you need to calm down. And that's when you come to that person and have that come to Jesus moment. And then after that, if they don't listen to that come to Jesus moment, then you need to exit stage left because they are doing detriment to you. I mean, to themselves, but they are really doing detriment to everybody that's attached to them. And I think that's the other thing some artists don't realize. Like, you are the entity, but it's a lot of people that are attached to you that may get the bad end of the stick because you did something you ain't had no business doing. So you got to think about other people. I always say, think about somebody else other than yourself when you're doing things, because you may do detriment to somebody else's business or somebody else's livelihood.
So we're gonna jump in these last two questions and we're gonna get up out of here. So, is a record deal needed in this new age of music?
No.
Okay,
No, no.
because the key word there is needed.